And even with your spiritual and even with your growth, if you're not putting anything in, you go to school for 12 years and you don't take in any of the things that you learned throughout those 12 years. Do you think when you go off to college, you're going to be able to bring up some of those things? Are you going to be able to recollect some of those things? You're going to be able to move forward? Some habits that we develop need to be broken, need to be done away with. But those good habits are the habits that we need to evaluate daily, that we need to make sure that they are aligning with our values, that they are aligning with the things that we want to do so that we can keep growing, because it's all about growth. Every day you should see something that you're growing with. You should not be in the same place you were last week. So for those that follow the platform and is here every Monday when you come on this platform, there should be something different about you. You should have progressed in some way from some nugget that you've taken from somewhere throughout that week. And that should be a every day and every hour, every minute progress. Because remember, y'all, we can't take back anything that we've done. So even what we done 17 minutes ago, when we started this show, we can't take that back. We can't go back and redo that time. We can't go back and redo the start, because we're now in minute 18. So we've kept progress and we've kept moving. Now, eventually, once this is over, people will be able to go back and hear the replay and go back and see it, but they won't be able to see it live. They'll have to catch the replay. See, if you want to see it live and in person, you have to be right here now in the moment. See, a lot of us, we are not aligned with the things that God is placing in our lives for us to move forward and for us to be able to shift, because we're allowing these bad habits, we're allowing these habits to keep us bound and to keep us in a stagnant place and keep us in a place where we can't move, where we can't grow, where we can't go to the next level. Because why? We're not even building nobody up. We're not encouraging nobody. We're not trying to help nobody. We're not even doing it for ourselves. So in order for us to elevate, y'all, we always got to be helping somebody else. We always got to be paying it forward. We always got to be bringing somebody else up, because as you elevate and as you move, someone else has to take your place, because it can't be vacant. No space can be vacant. It's just like airtime on the air when you own air on the radio. And they say respect the mic, because you do not want to disrespect the mic. So you don't want any airtime. You don't want to be silent for longer than 3 seconds when you're live on the air. And these are just some of the little rules and some of the things that are in place so that you can govern yourself when you're on air. So now we want to talk about building better habits. So now that we know that habits are forming, habits are those things that can be intentionally or unintentionally. You can be developing bad habits without even knowing, and you can be developing good habits without even knowing it. It's just developing these things. So sometimes we develop these routines, and sometimes we don't even know that we are developing these things. But yet we have these things in place. And sometimes we can utilize them, and sometimes we have to evaluate them and see if they really aligning with what that we need to be doing. So every day, y'all, we need to be self-checking ourselves, checking in with ourselves, being aware of those things. Start small. Replace, I'll overhaul everything with I'll change one thing today. So every day you should say, I'm going to change one thing today. And then you should work on changing one thing today. Be intentional about changing that one thing. Don't just say you're going to do it and don't do it. Align with new habits. Your values and goals Once you have discovered yourself, because now we've moved on from self-awareness, we're in the habits phase. Now you've reached the habit phase. What are your values? And what are your goals that you discovered? What can you now apply to your life that will help you elevate and help someone else to elevate? So now you begin to track your progress. Yeah, you got to be intentional. This is how you be intentional.